By strengthening the mind and withdrawing from the need for approval, we rediscover the quiet power of living from within. True freedom begins in the mind. Many of us walk through life burdened by invisible chains, expectations from family, opinions from friends, and the deafening hum of online validation. We strive to be liked, to be admired, to be acknowledged, and in doing so, we gradually drift from ourselves. Stoic philosophy, a school of thought born in the bustling agora of ancient Greece and later refined in imperial Rome, offers a simple but powerful alternative. You are free the moment you stop living for others, not because you cut them off, but because you reclaim your authority over your own mind. This essay will explore how to live with Stoic clarity in a noisy world. Each section reflects on key teachings: freedom from external validation, setting boundaries, leading without performing, detaching from outcomes, and ultimately living with integrity and calm presence. Whether you're facing challenges in relationships, career, or your own self-worth, these principles are not only relevant, they're necessary. Let us begin. Second, your character is your currency. In the digital age, validation has become a form of currency. How many followers do you have? How many likes on your latest photo? But true worth, according to the Stoics, has nothing to do with applause. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and philosopher, once wrote, "The approval of others? Not needed. Approval of oneself, if just and good, is sufficient." Your true value lies in your virtues: integrity, courage, patience, and resilience. These cannot be quantified or swayed by trends. When we chase after the world's attention, we become like beggars seeking scraps of significance. But when we root ourselves in values, we radiate something unshakable. A Stoic doesn't measure worth by popularity, but by conduct, especially when no one is watching. The three, control the controllables. A core tenet of Stoicism is to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. Opinions, praise, judgment, these belong to others. Our task is to master only what is truly ours: our choices, our attitudes, our responses. Epictetus said, "Some things are up to us and some are not." When we obsess over how people see us, we surrender our peace. But when we accept that their thoughts are their own, we regain freedom. The next time someone disrespects you, pause. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, respond with calm or silence. Silence, as Marcus Aurelius reminded us, is often the most eloquent answer to anger. The power of boundaries. Being kind doesn't mean being available to everyone at all times. Many people equate saying no with selfishness. But in Stoic thought, boundaries are not barriers. They are structures of self-respect. Seneca wrote, "Associate only with those who make you better. Avoid those who make you less." Protecting your time and energy is not cruel. It's wise. Every time you say yes to someone else out of guilt, you may be saying no to your purpose, your peace, your health. A Stoic chooses carefully. He is not stingy with kindness, but he is selective with energy. He does not rush to solve everyone's problems. He listens with presence, but he doesn't lose himself in their chaos. Lead, don't perform. We live in a world obsessed with performance. Clever texts, filtered photos, curated personas. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. Be real, not impressive. The grounded man leads by example, not by spectacle. As Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Trying to impress people erodes your center. The moment you shift from leading your life to performing for someone else's attention, you lose the very magnetism that attracted them in the first place. Whether in dating, friendship, or leadership, speak with clarity, act with intention, and never apologize for having standards. The man who does not waver becomes the anchor others lean on. 6. Reciprocity and detachment. Detachment isn't coldness, it's strength. When you give your time, attention, or affection, it must come from overflow, not desperation. One of your transcripts put it perfectly. Validation chasing leads to self-betrayal. English, auto-generate. The Stoic man does not beg to be kept. He offers presence, but not at the cost of self-respect. He listens but does not absorb another storm. He remains kind, but not at the cost of clarity. Reciprocity is natural when people value each other. But when the energy is one-sided, the Stoic steps back, not out of spite, but out of wisdom. He knows that the tree grows strongest where it's pruned. Live in alignment, not attachment. The greatest gift you can give another person is to show up whole. Relationships based on need quickly crumble under pressure. But relationships built from mutual wholeness grow like gardens. Stoicism reminds us that love is not ownership. It is not dependency. It is companionship built on mutual freedom. A man who truly loves himself can love another without losing his identity. He does not twist his values to be liked. He does not project fantasies. He observes, he listens, and he gives without abandoning his center. As Seneca wrote, love in such a way that you do not lose yourself. AIs. Final reflections, return to your center. In every phase of life, whether in your 20s or your 60s, the temptation to seek validation, to chase attention, or to prove your worth will arise. But you are not a product. You are a presence. You are not here to perform. You are here to live, love, and lead with integrity. Let others play games. Let others pretend. Your power lies in stillness, in calm decisions, in being the man who doesn't need the world to clap in order to feel enough. Let your life be the message. Let your actions be the philosophy. Let your peace be the loudest truth. The danger of performance in relationships. In modern romance, particularly between older men and younger women, Stoicism reveals a common trap: the loss of masculine presence in favor of validation-seeking performance. From your uploaded transcript, this moment is crystal clear. The moment you shift from leading to impressing, you move from masculine to performative, and that subtle shift changes everything. English, auto-generate. It's easy to fall into this pattern. She's beautiful, youthful, spontaneous. Everything that feels like a breath of life to a man who's grown serious with age. And so you shift. You become flexible, agreeable, increasingly eager to win her attention. But here lies the Stoic truth. Attention won through performance cannot sustain respect. A man must not give up his frame, his path, or his values for the fleeting approval of anyone, especially not for someone whose life experience is still forming. The Stoic man listens, respects, and engages, but never abandons his mission. He does not become a mirror. He remains the mountain. From Emotional Mastery Transcripts. One of the most overlooked forms of strength is silence. In a world that rewards outrage and hot takes, the person who can stay quiet, unprovoked, unshaken, is often the one most in control. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best answer to anger is silence. When someone tries to provoke you, when criticism stings, when drama pulls at your collar, pause, breathe, say nothing." This doesn't mean cowardice. It means clarity. As your transcript stated, silence doesn't ignore the problem. It preserves your energy for moments where your voice truly matters. English, auto-generate. Most people speak to control or manipulate emotions. But when your emotions are not for sale, when they are rooted deep within, you become impenetrable. A Stoic doesn't use silence as avoidance. He uses it as discernment. Not every insult deserves an answer. Not every question requires a reply. Not every person earns your emotional investment. 11th, don't be her backup plan from the dating transcript. Another key Stoic insight is to never allow yourself to be someone's maybe while you treat them as your certainty. You're not her first choice. You're her convenience. English, auto-generate. This is more common than many admit. It shows up when you're the one who listens at midnight, who shows up when she cries, who makes plans, while she remains emotionally distant, non-committal, and inconsistent. The Stoic doesn't blame her. He doesn't label her cruel. He simply observes the pattern and withdraws. Because real connection requires reciprocity, respect, mutual elevation. When a man becomes a woman's emotional sponge or placeholder, he slowly loses himself. Not in one dramatic moment, but in a series of silent compromises. The antidote? As your transcripts taught, withdraw the privilege of your energy, quietly, firmly, without drama. English, auto-generate. Let absence speak what your presence no longer should.